In this video, only basic things are explained. Where quality of Karaka for ascendant is reduced. No advanced calculations are discussed or applied. Apply fundamentals. Calculate on the basis of A, B and C houses irrespective of any planet which has gone to 8th house from own sign. In this exemplary chart, only position of Mars is discussed, which is situated in 3rd house in Scorpio sign. You can apply this example to any planet which is situated in 3rd house, with more or less bindus. Enjoy the video.
In this video I will be explaining the effect of 8th Lord in the 3rd house. Unlike my previous videos, this is a light video, I mean to say, because here the calculation of points for a particular planet will be considered. So in this portion I have taken Mars in the 3rd house, and that is Lord of the 8th house. So first of all, we can see that the Karaka for the Lagna has gone to 8th from on sign. So this means the status of the 1st house is reduced or decreased, or whatever we say, the status, or we can say the status is spoiled or something like that. So overall effect will be that such person will be expecting authority, fame, money, etc. Sometimes we ignore the facts about a planet and the importance of a planet in a particular house. So here in this chart we can see Mars is in 3rd house, and to how many houses this will give the effect, that we will be taking care. So here we can see the 8th Lord is also LOD for the 11th house. So this has gone to 3rd house, means LOD has gone to house C for the 11th house. So indirectly we are seeing that LOD is helping to generate the money. As we all know that we calculate the strength of any house by taking the points, the sum of points of house A, B and C. Here the house C is the 3rd house, house A is 6th house, and house B is the 11th house. Worksheet itself compute ABC house points and sum up all the points, and then you get the basic strength for the house B. Why I am taking 11th house and not explaining the status of Mars here, that will be considered right now, and you will be understanding how the Mars affecting 3 or 4 houses simultaneously. Just because 8th Lord Mars is in 3rd house, now there are two sides of the coin. This Mars is also LOD for the 11th house, as you can see, and this is also Karak for the Lagna. Thus it is helping to achieve the result of the 11th house as well. This is because we add extra 5 points for the LOD, as this is an eager planet also. Now what happened is, Mars is LOD and this has gone to 8th house, which is a Scorpio sign from on sign Aries. Though the status of Mars is spoiled, but it is adding power to the 11th house by both way. One is the as a lord of sea, and second is being the LOD. As such, we can say Mars is helping both way to generate the income or fulfilling desires of a person irrespective of its status. But chances are that money earned in this antra might not be staying permanently with the person. Do not forget that the Mars has not quality contribution here, but for the timing, if it is a lord of T or E, this will be coming eager to give the event only. That's why I mentioned earlier that such person might be having desire to earn more money, to get authority, and to rise in his career, business, in life by all means. When I use the word rise in the career, then 6th house is also involved. This is 6th house. Which is a house A for 11th house. Here 6th house is also house E for the Lagna, and the person might be eager to attain his best status in the society. Means उसकी आगे बढ़ने की इच्छा होगी, so meaning is same. Coming next, the same Mars with 3 bindus, as you can see. Aspecting also the 9th house. This is Mars and this is aspecting 9th house. So it is again helping or increasing power of the 9th house by its aspect in the worksheet. This is adding the power. In similar way, 2nd house comes into the picture where Mars contribute for its house A to add the points in the worksheet. Now coming to the 3rd house, the same Mars is LOE for the 8th house. This is LOE, that is Aries sign lord is Mars, and this is LOE for the 3rd house. So what will happen? This will automatically favor 3rd house. So any result related to 3rd house will be favorable but any result that is related to the 8th house will be unfavorable, or quality of the result will be not so up to the mark. So here Samar is behaving in two different manners, good for the 3rd house and not good for the 8th house. Any result where the power of the 3rd house is computed, that result will be considered favorable, whereas any power computed for the 8th lord, that will be not favorable to some extent. See how a single planet like Mars here with less points or with less than 4 bindus has its influence on various houses. You may get few charts and study the status of planets having similar status. Now let's move on. Next, these Marses are also helping 5th house. Now you will be thinking how this is affecting the 5th house. This is because Mars is aspecting 9th house, which is house C for the 5th house. So house 5th house is also affected, 9th house is also affected, 11th house is also affected, 10th house is also affected, and next 2nd house is also affected. I have not taken the aspect of the Mars here, that could be for the 6th house, and also because this is with the 3 points, so this will also increase the power of the 6th house as well. Suppose this Mars is with more than 4 points or the 4 bindus, then this will be also LOD for the 6th house. So again this will be helping to the 6th house also to give the event for the 6th house. Here we have seen that only one planet situated in a house can affect so many houses. You can count 2nd house, 6th house, 9th house, 10th house, 11th house, and quality wise the status of the Mars is already reduced because this has gone to 8th house. So ultimately the quality result of the later house will be slightly decreased or reduced. This is only I have taken as an example, and you can choose any planet. If in any house, just think how many houses this is benefic, or for how many houses this is malefic. These are our basics. But this is specific example where the planet is reversed to the 8th house. So ultimately the quality will be hampered or somehow will be compromised. Now you can take another Lagna and where the Saturn or Jupiter, the planets which have multiple aspects, and calculate taking this example, and you will be having effects for the different houses. Do not forget that the 3rd house is Moolkarak house for the Lagna also, that is first house. So the Karak for the Lagna has gone to third house. So ultimately the negative quality in a person could be observed for the houses, that is 10th house. He might be desiring for the fame, authority. In the 11th house, that is for the money, gaining financially he might be having desire to accumulate more money. Once again I will be explaining with the illustration. This is Mars and this is aspecting 9th house. So 9th house is affected. This is affecting 5th house as well, because 9th is house C for the 5th house, and this is also affecting 6th house as well, because this is house A for the 11th house, and this is affecting 2nd house as well, because 9th is house A for the 2nd house.